Okay guys, so before I do my little thingy of odds and ends, I wanted to show you this really fast.
And I really, really love the comments that you tip runs a shark. So which one would you rather drive, a shark or a horse? Quite obvious, I want to drive a shark. Well, I did. So today I'm going to go get it, and I'm excited. Jack's excited too. So, anyways guys, that's it for this video.
Okay. That comment was made by me years ago, or actually months ago, I should say, not years, months ago. And that's one of the vloggers I watch, so I don't know if he'll watch this though, but if he does, props, respect. But I really love that. First time I watched it, oh man, my facial reaction was priceless. But I didn't actually think that would actually happen ever though, but I mean, now that I look at it, it's like, okay, I got my comment on there now. It's like, you don't really think about it as much though, but I just really wanted to share that, guys, with you. And that was one on my other channels, not the one that I do my vlogs, but on my other channel, which I put in the treasure box a while back in my other videos, which I will down in my treasure box this time, just in case you guys need to look for it or anything like that. So yeah, so next clip will be odds and ends, I promise. Okay guys, I'm about to do odds and ends, but before I do, I wanted to show you guys something really fast, so check this out. I woke you up, and now you're going back to sleep. She likes to sleep on my bed. Get you. Oh, I woke you up. Now she's asleep. I don't know why, but I guess she likes my bed a lot, or I don't know what, but she gives me fleas. I guess this really likes me a lot, but anyways guys, I apologize for this being a late edition of odds and ends, but as I said in my last couple of videos, my internet was haywire, so therefore I wasn't able to do it. So it's really late. It's actually tomorrow in my world. It's already past midnight though, but I don't care. But so anyways, I'm going to give you guys these crazy news stories and then edit this, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So anyways, let's get started, shall we? Alright, our first story comes out of Sweden. It's a match made in a high-security psychiatric ward. The Swedish newspaper Expressen reports that a notorious killer known as the, quote, Sakura Cannibal is engaged to marry an infamous murderer known as the, quote, Vampire Woman. According to Michelle Gustafsson, I can't read that, I'm sorry, I apologize, aka Vampire Woman, the happy couple met in a psychiatric hospital and flirted over internet chat rooms. Gustafsson was convicted in 2010 of stabbing a father of 4 to death in Stockholm. According to local media, she wrote Morbury poetry about the killing on her blog and posted a picture of herself dressed as a vampire. Gustafsson's paramour is Ken Johnson, the, quote, Sakura Cannibal, who was convicted in 2011 of killing his girlfriend, a mother of 2, cutting off several of her body parts and eating them. Quote, I love Michelle. I have never met anyone like her. I would like to lead a non-criminal life, Johnson was quoted as saying in Expressen. It is unclear if the 2 will be released from the prison hospital anytime soon, but they do have plans to move in with one another. Quote, we want to live together, keep dogs, and spend time on our hobbies, piercings, and tattoos, Gustafsson told Expressen. Well, that's one way of saying true love can come from anywhere, needless to say. But, so yeah, a little weird cannibal and a vampire woman. I guess they go hand in hand if you think about it. Anyways, moving on. Another story that comes out of Sweden. A 31-year-old female inmate is threatening to sue the government because she isn't getting any vacation time. Natalia Pesenskina, who was convicted of her ex-boyfriend's murder in 2005, said she took a job inside southern Sweden's Gestad prison in 2010 and now believes she is owed paid vacation under Swedish labor laws. Quote, I've asked the head of production about which times during the year the prison allows vacation time for inmates. The answer was that the prison does not have any vacation time at all. Pahenskia wrote in her complaint to the Swedish Chancellor of Justice. Pahenskia is seeking comprehension for the 2 years she has been denied vacations. A spokesperson for the Swedish Prison and Probation Service told the local, that's the name of the paper, local newspaper, prisoners working inside the facilities are not protected under the same laws as unincarcerated workers. Well, push comes to shove, right? If you went to prison, now you work in a prison, and you want vacation time for the time you were in prison? That is like the worst thing to ever ask, honestly. Oh yeah, I went to prison. Oh yeah, now I work in a prison. Can I have vacation time? Yeah. And our next story comes out of Spain again. In Spain, the entire northern Spanish town of Cededo won part of a $950 million jackpot known as El Gordo. Gordo. Sorry, I need to roll my R's in Spanish. El Gordo. And if you don't know your Spanish, start learning. All except one man, that is. The New York Times reports that the 70 households in Cededo bought winning tickets for Spain's Christmas lottery. A local housemakers group made the rounds late last year, selling national lottery tickets to raise money. Unfortunately, that sucks. Filmmaker Kostas Mistakakis got overlooked in the sales sweep. As a result, all 250 residents of Cededo, other than Mistakakis, took home at least $130,000 each. That's not bad, really. The isolated village is home to primarily farmers who have suffered hardship in the wake of Spain's economic downturn and a sustained drought. Now some Cededo residents, as well as people from 17 nearby villages, are instant millionaires, having bought tickets with the same winning number from the civic group. The amount of winnings is based on the number of tickets each person bought. Mistakis told The Times he wasn't too mad about missing out on the money, as one of his newly rich neighbors ended up purchasing some land off him. Well, good things come when you least expect it, right? It's a small village, and, well, I guess that's one way of doing a good deed, is all of them buying lottery tickets, and they all end up millionaires overnight, so I'm proud of them, and good for them, and hope things work out for them. Hopefully that all that money they won will eventually turn things around for them. And now our last two stories, which comes out of the United States. In Tennessee, a Brentwood man, angry that an ambulance was blocking his car, hopped in the driver's seat and tried to move it, while paramedics were busy loading up a patient. According to the Tennessean, the emergency workers were responded to a medical call at the 300 block of Killian Wayne in Mount Juliet at the time. EMTs were putting the patient in the back of the ambulance when they heard the engine start up. The medical technicians were able to stop 65-year-old Warren F. Melamed, it's a weird last name, before he drove off in the vehicle. Melamed was later arrested and charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle. I think somebody forgot to take their meds, honestly. Seriously, dude, if you see an EMT and you can't wait, something is wrong with you. You need to wait. That's the one people need to do, is they need to be patient, but most people are not, so. I mean, I could do it. I mean, just find another spot. I mean, you have 2 legs, use them, for Christ's sakes. Even if you're old, you have a crane, or you have a cane, you have a walker, whatever, use it. You have 2 legs, use them. But don't get in the ambulance and drive off like a Don Don. God, people. Okay, and our last story comes out of Washington. An Occupy Seattle protester found a unique way to speak out against gentrification. She married a warehouse. The 107-year-old warehouse was set to be demolished and replaced with luxury apartments. Protesters connected to the Occupy Seattle movement recently started taking up residence in the abandoned building, hoping to turn it into a community center with free childcare and art displays. Babylonia Aveus felt so strongly about the Capitol Hill area landmark that she decided to marry it in a public ceremony. Quote, I'm doing this to show the building how much I love it, how much I love community space, and how much I love this neighborhood, Avias told Seattle's KOMO TV. The event was described as a, quote, gay wedding because Avias said the building had a feminine vibe, quote unquote feminine vibe. An estimated 200 Occupy Seattle protesters attended the nuptials. Okay, that's not weird. I mean, I've heard people marrying things though, but the one thing that really bugs me is when people consider it a gay wedding because she says it has a feminine touch. Doesn't mean exactly it's gay. It just means that you can get a vibe off of anything, whether it's male or female, and if people are going to point the finger at you and say, oh, you're so gay, then you know what? Fuck them. Fuck whatever they have to say, and you know what? Just screw them, because you know what? They don't see things the way you do. You don't have to put up with their ish, so you can just forget about it. But 200 is actually not too bad, to be quite honest with you guys. But so anyways, that about wraps it up for odds and ends. And as always, guys, keep it real. This sexy face is only a face a mother could love. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Keep it real, and as always, bye.